Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roman with Pro Sports Analysis, and I have my 22nd ranked quarterback for you guys, Josh Freeman, quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, let's just kind of recap Josh Freeman real quick. He's 25 years old. He's coming into his fifth year of pro football at the quarterback position, and he graduated out of Kansas State 5 years ago. Now, Josh Freeman, when I look at this guy, he had lots of talent. He can throw the ball. He has a huge arm. I like his mobility in the pocket. He's kind of big and strong like Ben Roethlisberger. He can break a few tackles here and there. But the only problem is Josh Freeman, the reason he's sort of low on this list besides being in the top 20 is the fact that he puts the ball on the ground too much and he throws too many interceptions. Now, he's been, starting quarterback, for basically I believe 3 to 4 years now. But he has to refrain from it. I mean, last season he threw 27 touchdowns, not that bad. 17 interceptions, which is completely unacceptable. Although he did throw for over 4,000 yards, he had an 81.6 passer rating, which isn't too bad. And then when he was only sacked 26 times. Now, 26 times is about the average point for most quarterbacks being sacked 26 times. It's not like a 42 like you would see for Aaron Rodgers or like a 36 for maybe a Sam Bradford. But now, he had 10 fumbles last season. Although he only lost 2 of those fumbles, he still put the ball on the ground 10 times, which is unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. You cannot be fumbling nearly every game, and he averaged almost an interception a game last season, which is ridiculous. So you have to refrain from throwing interceptions and putting the ball on the ground because, turning over the ball is just going to cost you games. It's going to cost your team points. It's just bad overall, and you need to refrain from doing that. I like the guy. I really like Josh Freeman. I think he has the potential to be a top 20 quarterback, no doubt about that. Maybe top 17, maybe. The thing is, though, he turns over the ball way too much, just like Michael Vick. I talked about Michael Vick already. He throws too many interceptions. He puts the ball on the ground way too much, and he's got to refrain from doing that. And maybe he'll be higher up on the list, or maybe he'll be one of the better quarterbacks in the game. So that's what's got to happen. He has to refrain from doing that. I mean, although he did throw 27 touchdowns, which isn't too bad, now that they brought in Vincent Jackson, who I really like, and Mike Williams, they also brought in Kevin Ogletree, and they also brought in Tom Crabtree through free agency, and they're starting tight end Luke Stocker, who needs to really step up this season. Luke Stocker, he isn't really like a tight end that, had a lot of hype on him, and he needs to live up to the expectations and the hype right now. Otherwise, Tom Crabtree will take over that position. I think he could. Tom Crabtree was great. Had some, great moments in Green Bay. And maybe, who knows, maybe they'll go with a 2 tight end set with Luke Stocker and Tom Crabtree, who knows. And then they have easily a top 5, top 10 running back, Doug Martin, the muscle hamster. He's very, very good. But, just like Michael Vick, I've been saying it time and time again, you have to refrain from putting the ball on the ground. That is just way, way too much. You have to throw the ball to your receivers and for a touchdown, maybe even get a few yards. You don't have to force the ball. And it seems like that's what Josh Freeman is doing. Excuse me. It seems like he's always forcing the ball and throwing interceptions and putting the ball on the ground, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, there's no reason that you should be doing that at all. So, and plus fumbling the ball. Yeah, you may want to be mobile in the pocket. Yeah, you may want to run out of the pocket a few times and gain a few yards on your own. But you have to be protective with the ball because the ball is like your best friend, and you need to protect that ball. Because, if you put it on the ground, the defense could recover, give them better field position, to even get a field goal without getting a first down. So you need to refrain from doing that. Although I do like his arm, he still passed for 4,000 yards, which is great, 27 touchdowns. He has lots of shining moments. I mean, he had a few great touchdowns to Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams. He's a great quarterback. He has good ball placement sometimes, but then sometimes it just looks like he's forcing the ball into positions where they don't even need to be. It reminds me a lot of Tony Romo. Tony Romo, he wants to make the big plays all the time, it seems like, and they just force the ball into somewhere where it shouldn't be forced. So he just needs to refrain from doing that. I really like the guy. I think he has lots of talent, like I said. But the thing is if Josh Freeman doesn't step up this year, then that means they're going to probably bring in Mike Glennon from North Carolina State. I mean, Mike Glennon could possibly come in as a starting quarterback this year. I highly doubt it. I'm just, thinking of other options and, maybe what you could expect, possibly keep it in the back of your mind. Maybe Josh Freeman, throws interceptions or gets out with an injury, although we don't want injuries to any players in the NFL. Maybe Mike Glennon comes in. Maybe Mike Glennon's better, or maybe he's worse. And then, Greg Schiano and the Tampa Bay's organization realizes that Josh Freeman is their guy. I think Josh Freeman can be the guy. Just like I said, turnovers is the problem for this guy, and that's it. That's really it. I mean, whenever else you look at him, he moves in the pocket. He's mobile, which is great. Like I said, he has great arm. Sometimes he has lots of great accuracy, and then sometimes he doesn't, where he just throws way too many interceptions and forces the ball. So who knows? Maybe Mike Glennon comes in. Maybe Greg Schiano is tired of Josh Freeman throwing interceptions and putting the ball on the ground. Maybe they bring in Mike Glennon from North Carolina State, the rookie. Who knows? I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying Mike Glennon is just going to come in and just immediately play. I don't think that's going to happen. Josh Freeman's their starter day one. He's going to start in the preseason. Who knows? Maybe Mike Glennon shines in the preseason, overtakes Josh Freeman. Who knows? There's no quarterback competition, I believe. So Josh Freeman will easily have that spot secured for him. Just refrain from the turnovers. So this is my 22nd ranked quarterback, Josh Freeman of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have plenty more videos for you guys to come. So drop a like. It takes a lot of time and effort to talk even for 7 minutes or 20 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.